Good afternoon, everybody. If you could take your seats, please. Thank you. Our performance will begin shortly. Everybody has a program for this afternoon. The show runs about 2 hours in 2 acts. After Act 1, we'll be serving a refreshment outside, so please come and join us. On the back are future performances we'll be having this year. You're more than welcome to come, and please do. We really appreciate it. I'd like to thank you very much for your presence here this afternoon. And there will be a short question and answer session after this performance today, so please stay. Thank you.
tops.
Orange is any orange on a tree.
Yellow's the color of a bag of lemon drops.
Green is a piece of seaweed in the sea.
Blue is the color of the sky in summertime.
Indigo is a Siamese cat's eyes.
Violet's the color of a flower in winter time.
These are the colors of the rainbow skies. There is a beautiful land where all your dreams come true. It's all tied up in a rainbow, all shiny and new. But it's not easy to find no matter what you do. It's on top of a mountain, over the sea, or in London, or in Timbuktu, or in Timbuktu. And if you travel the world from China to Peru, there's a beautiful land on the chart. An explorer could not begin to discover its origin, for the beautiful land is in your heart. Your heart. Your heart.
By the bountiful belly of Bacchus, what a wonderful piece of luck. One of the most beautiful natural playing areas I've ever seen. Good firm ground, wonderful light, and not a soul within miles. And the game's already chalked out for you. It's a wonderful place for a game. What more could you want, Cocky?
What more could I want, sir?
No, what's more indeed. I think we both can agree that deep down, you know where it really matters. The important thing about the game isn't winning, it's playing.
It isn't important to win. I'm lucky to be playing.
So the fact that you've never won a game is neither here nor there.
So the fact that I ain't never won a game ain't here and it ain't there.
It's the thrill of the contest that counts. The sheer joy of participation, the challenge of the arena, the screams of the gladiators, the smell of the grease paint, and the roar of the crowd. And no matter where we roam, no matter how many games we may play, I never lose. 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 That tremendous feeling of excitement every time I see the dear old playing arena. Ludum spectacularum gloria fantasticus est. That's Latin. Do you know what that means, Cocky?
Yes, sir. It's about this girl, Gloria. She has this fantastic pair of spectacles.
Oh, Cocky, you're such an unparalleled Philistine.
Thank you, sir.
By the flickering flame of Mountain Olympus, Cocky, it's great to be back at the game. The second I saw it, I knew. I said to myself, aha! I could tell at a glance that it wasn't by chance that we'd happen to be where we are. From the moment I woke with a lark, we were both of us singing away. And the sky was so blue, I instinctively knew that we were in for a wonderful day. And as I told you before, when I saw what I saw, I was terribly tempted to say, on a wonderful day like today, I defy any clouds to appear in the sky. Dare any raindrop to plop in my eye on a wonderful day like today. On a wonderful morning like this, when the sun is as big as a yellow balloon, even the sparrows are singing in tune. On a wonderful morning like this, on a morning like this, I could kiss everybody. I'm so full of love and goodwill. Later, let me say furthermore, I'd adore everybody to come and dine. The pleasure's mine, and I will pay the bill. May I take this occasion to say that the whole human race should go down on its knees. Show that we're grateful for mornings like these, for the world's in a wonderful way. On a wonderful day like today.
On a wonderful morning like this, when the sun is as big as a yellow balloon, even the sparrows are singing in tune. On a wonderful morning like this.
On a morning like this, I could kiss everybody. I'm so full of love and good cheer. Later, let me say furthermore, I'd adore everybody to come and dine. The pleasure's mine. I may go mad and order wine and even pay the bill.
He will, he'll even pay the bill.
Attention! Present arms!
Hot, 2, 3, 4. Hot, 2, 3, 4.
Charge!
Charge!
On a wonderful day like today, when the sky is as gray as an elephant's nose, half of me's freezing, the other half's froze. On a wonderful day like today, I'm only joking. May I take this occasion to pray for a little less cold and a little more heat. Even the sparrows are stamping their feet. If they spoke, I know just what they'd say.
On a wonderful day like today. On a wonderful day.
Sir, what did you say?
A fantabulous day.
Don't get carried away.
On a wonderful day like today. Oh, by the golden tonsils of Euterpe, that was enchanting. Oh, stop sniveling! How many times do I have to tell you? One can only have revolting habits like yours if one has impeccable manners like mine. Now, what are the three things I am always talking to you about?
Women, drink, and
No,
money.
shh, not those three, the other three.
Oh. Honesty, integrity, and fair play.
Those are the ones. Honesty,
Integrity.
exactly, and foul play. Lesson 1. Man always plays the game according to his conscience. Lesson 2. Never take advantage of your opponent unless the opportunity presents itself. All right, enough of theory. Now for some practice. Cocky? Cocky, I'm shouting at you!
Over the Greasepaint this moment?
No, no, no. That was before my song. Do you mean to say that you were asleep through all of my song?
Oh, no, sir. I was awake through most of it, sir.
Oh, really?
With all due respect, sir. I'm hungry, sir.
So am I, Cocky. Hungry for the challenge of the arena and the screams of the...
No, sir. Food, sir. With all due respect, sir.
Food? Food? Oh, but my dear Cocky, I've never seen you looking so well. Your eyes are clear, your nose is cold, and there's not an ounce of spare flesh on you. You're a perfect weight for the game. What are you, 150 pounds?
Oh, no, sir. 90 pounds. It's this luggage that's 150 pounds, sir.
Right, Cocky? Your move.
My move, sir.
Well, of course. You don't understand why, don't you? Because you lost the last game. And the loser of the last game always has the privilege of starting the new game.
With all due respect, sir, I'd wondered if you'd like the privilege, just this once.
Me? Me make the first move? Oh, no, 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 Cocky, that would be cheating. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. As today is the anniversary of J. Pierpont Morgan's hernia, we are going to start an entirely new game. Yes, a whole new game with a new outlook, new rules, new hopes and fears, and a whole new feeling of good fellowship and understanding.
Oh, that's wonderful, sir.
Right? Isn't it wonderful? Your move.
But you just said we was going to start a new game, sir.
So I did, Cocky. An entirely new game. But good heavens, old chap, we just can't throw tradition out the window, lock, stock, and barrel? Answer me this. Where would we be without tradition?
Well,
Well, you may ask. I'll tell you where we'd be. We'd be in the soup.
soup, sir?
Yes, it is through tradition that greatness is bred.
A little bread and soup, sir?
We can't afford to neglect our traditions, Cocky. There's simply too much at stake.
Steak, sir?
Nihil traditionis sans gloria quid liberetas. Do you know what that means, Cocky?
Yes, sir. You can't take glory. You can't take liberties with Gloria without paying her the traditional $20.
Well, I'd say that's a rather loose translation. I'll tell you what we're also going to do. As today is also the anniversary of Benjamin Disraeli's bar mitzvah, we'll flip a coin, and loser goes first. Now, I couldn't be fairer than that. Now, could I? What? I couldn't be fairer than that now, could I?
Yes, sir.
You mean no, sir?
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir. I mean, you couldn't be fair, sir.
Quite right. I couldn't be fairer. You know, my cousin Harry always used to say that there are two things that make America what she is today: fair play by integrity out of decency, and stability by borrowing out of necessity. Call.
Heads, sir?
Try again, Cocky.
Tails?
Hard luck. Your move. Oh, God, here we go again.
It isn't enough to hope. It isn't enough to dream. It isn't enough to plot and plan and scheme. It isn't enough to stand here saying that life is grand here, waiting for something good to turn up. It isn't enough to sit here, having a purple fit here, worried to death the world will burn up. It isn't enough to hope. It isn't enough to dream. I've got a better answer. I've got a better scheme. Why not wish upon a wishbone, pick a four-leaf clover, rub a rabbit's foot, and throw a horseshoe over your lucky shoulder? You'll find before you're very much older, a bit of luck will come your way. Now isn't that enough to make your day?
It isn't enough to hope, it isn't enough to dream, it isn't enough to plot and plan and scheme. It isn't enough to stand here saying that life is grand here, waiting for something good to turn up. It isn't enough to sit here, having a purple fit here, worried to death the world will burn up.
It isn't enough to hope.
Doopy-doopy-doo.
It isn't enough to dream.
Doopy-doopy-doo.
I've got a better answer. I've got a better scheme. Why not wish upon a wish
upon a wish
a four-leaf
bone.
clover, rub a rabbit's foot, and
Doopy-doopy-doo.
throw a horseshoe over
Your lucky shoulder, you'll find before you're very much older.
A bit of luck will come your way. Now, isn't that enough?
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 by the endless devotions of St. Clarence the Stutterer. It's not every man who has your faith, Cocky.
It's not every man who needs it, sir.
I mean, most of us are content to blunder our way through life, eating well and drinking well, and never really giving a thought to the important things in life, like misery and want and starvation. Oh, God forgive me, Cocky. I envy you, and I'm a big enough man to admit it. I do beg your pardon.
You always have been a big man, sir. Very big. I don't mind admitting that I envy you too, sir. You're full of the milk of human kindness. You're full of the chicken of human kindness too, sir. I mean, I may have untold spiritual wealth, but I'm still a human being with a human being's weaknesses and appetites. I mean, food for thought's all very well, but the bread and wine they serve you at communion doesn't exactly fill you up, and you can't go back for seconds.
You know, Cocky, I'm beginning to detect in you a growing tendency towards gluttony. Watch it.
Oh, yes, sir, I'm watching it all the time.
You know, my cousin Harry always used to say, if there's a better Burgundy than Chateau de la Derrière des Moutons, I'll eat my hat. He was a very witty fellow, Harry. One of the funniest Macbeths I ever saw. Foot's over the line! You're in play. Name your game.
Play the game for bread. Go forward 3.
Bread costs money. Go back 2. Do not move forward till you throw in 6 pence.
Oh, the bank 6 pence. Go forward 2.
Foul. No credit for bread. Go back to the start. Good opening rally, Cocky. Right. Break for tea. Ah, the welcome sound of the halftime whistle, and the mud-covered boots, and the sound of happy laughter in the locker room, and jolly fun in the showers.
Here, mister, look at him.
Oh, you're a disgrace to the game. Crumbs all down your front. Oh, made yourself sick, haven't you? You little greedy guts. Reminds me of when we were crossing the Bay of Bengal in a typhoon. And the sea was heaving up and down, and up and down, and up and down. And what do you think they served us for dinner? Great, greasy bowls of curry with custard. That's enough! That was most unkind of you. Cocky has a difficult enough time as it is. God knows I wouldn't wish his existence on my own worst enemy. So, don't ever let me catch you doing that sort of thing again. Do it by all means, but don't ever let me catch you. Lesson 4. If a gentleman is caught doing something he shouldn't, he's not a gentleman. Oh, what's the use? You never remember a thing I tell you.
Oh, yes, we do, sir. You said we can have revolting habits like yours if we have impeccable manners like ours.
If you two wish to grow up to be gentlemen, you have a great deal to learn. There are so many things to remember as you travel the highway of life. Like always be kind to your husband, or if you're a man, to your wife. You must never shoot trout in September, and you must never feed babies on gin. Don't ever play poker on Sundays unless you are certain to win. Don't go out of your way seeking danger. Never stand on a crocodile's tail. Never buy Brooklyn Bridge from a stranger unless you can make a few bucks on the sale. Don't waste time on the friends that repel you. And don't ever drink soup with a knife. Don't buy what those gypsy girls sell you. And if you remember these things that I tell you, by hell you'll do well all your life. When I think of the good things that life has to give, I'm reluctantly forced to agree that the number of people who know how to live is restricted, quite simply, to me. For life is like cricket. We play by the rules, and the secret which few people know, which keeps men of class, well, apart from the fools, is to make up the rules as you go. There are so many things to remember when you study the fruit of the vine. And I am a hell of a student, and that's why I drink so much wine. There I go again. Drinking Quantrell with salt beef and mustard is of course gastronomically wrong. And don't ever eat curry with custard. You'll find that it never stays down very long. Always honor your debts
When you have to,
and be honest.
unless there's be deeds.
Spend 2 hours a day with the good book.
If you've nothing better to read,
You must always be patient with children. Though they jangle your nerves, it is true.
but a child is a present from heaven.
Thank God there aren't too many presents like you. Don't drink champagne from soggy old slippers. Though this barbaric custom is rife, don't lift up a whale by his flippers, and only buy claret from certified shippers. Avoid eating goulash with ice cream and kippers. Remember these things, you obnoxious young nippers, and you will do well all your life. So cheers, me dears, and here's
To life, to life.
I do hope you've learned your lesson, Cocky. God knows I'm not perfect.
No man is perfect, sir.
I've had enough of your lip, Cocky. I'm afraid this will have to go into the book.
Oh, no, sir, not the book. Please.
Oh, well, Cocky, I'm sorry, you know the rules as well as I do. If we hadn't written everything down as we went along, we wouldn't know where we are now. And if we don't know where we are now, we won't know where we'll be in the future. And if we don't know where we are in the future, we won't be able to say, well, at least we knew where we were back in the past. God. Ars ex libris. Do you know what that means, Cocky?
No, sir.
It means get your backside off the book and take this down. Now, it is against the spirit and tradition for greedy players to play for their daily bread on an empty stomach. Gluttony is an unforgivable sin. Thou shalt not glut, etc., etc. Penalty, you lose the move, etc., etc. In other words,
Lose the move, Cocky.
exactly.
Sir won, Cocky nothing.
Right, Cocky?
Right, sir.
No. Right, Cocky?
Oh, right, sir. Right, sir.
Leave it to us, sir. Put it in the book. Jump about a bit. Put it in the book. For me. Put it in the book. Don't get out of it. Mustn't cook the book. Tee-hee. Put it in the book. Put it in the book. Put it in the book. And do it nicely. Put it in the book. You're a bit of a crook. To put it precisely. Put it in the book. When it's in the book, let us have a look. Let's see. Now it's in the book. And the job is done. For you are 1, 2, 3. Put it in the book. 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 For me.
by the dancing feet of St. Vitus the Uninhibited. That was delightful. Right, Cocky, your move. Cocky, it's your move.
With all due respect, sir, I don't want to play anymore.
Now, you don't mean that.
Yes, I do, sir. With all due respect.
No, you don't, Cocky. And I would appreciate a little more respect.
I'm fed up with respect.
Cocky!
With all due respect, sir, I'm fed up with respect. I don't know what I mean.
Cocky, Cocky.
I don't want to play anymore, sir.
Then you are a dirty, rotten little beast! Everything you are today, you owe to the game. And don't you forget it! Come here. When a man starts up the ladder of success, it's only common decency to help him to the top before you kick the ladder from underneath him. Now here's what I want you to do.
Foul. Whispering. Foul. A lot of whispering going on. Hey, where are those grubby kids going?
You know, Cocky, for one so backward, you're far too forward. The trouble with you is that you expect your food to be handed to you on a plate. If you want food, Cocky, you must earn it. Earn it.
Oh, sure. If I wanted to, I could get a job like that. Like that. Like,
You mean like that?
yeah, like that.
Name,
Sir calls me cocky.
born,
Yeah,
address,
certainly. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to speak to you today about this.
sex,
Ooh, yes, please, but I'll finish my address first. Ladies and gentlemen.
means male or female.
Oh, female if you got one.
Occupation,
Unemployed corporation executive.
ambition,
Food.
qualifications,
I'm starving.
religion.
Yeah, loads of it.
Let me think about this.
What do you think?
Get your knee out of my ear hole. The Board of Governors and me have decided we found the perfect job for you.
Oh, I got a job. They gave me a job. I knew my luck had to change.
Congratulations, Cocky.
Wish upon a wishbone, pick a four-leaf clover.
You've already done that.
But a four-leaf clover doesn't seem
That's better.
to have the magic power to bring the magic hour that is mine when I dream this dream. I have a wonderful dream where I win every battle I fight, and I kill every dragon inside. Each night I lie awake and I wait for this dream. What a world I create when I dream I'm not lonely. A pity it's only a dream, but such a fabulous dream that I feel, while the real world is really unreal. it's only a dream. But such a fabulous dream that I feel that the real world is really unreal, while the wildest of dreams can come true. They do. They do. They do. They do. They do. But they only come true in this dream. This
Well dreamt, Cocky. Absolutely charming. That dragon and that girl. That girl. Right, Cocky? First day at work?
I want you to move those boxes from there over to there.
Your move, Cocky.
Yes, sir. Right, sir. 3 boxes full. Play the game for a living. Go forward 4.
New rule. Players carrying boxes onto the playing area must at all times stand on one leg. Go back 2.
Objection, sir. I can hardly manage on 2 legs.
Objection overruled. Go back 3.
You said 2.
Threatening the referee. Go back 4.
Oh, I'm hungry, sir.
Tough titty.
Yes, sir.
Foot touch the ground. You're out. I'm afraid this won't do, Cocky. Laziness is an unforgivable sin. I'm afraid this will have to go into the book again.
Oh, no, sir, not the book again. Anything but the book again.
Anything but the book again?
I'll go get the book again.
Now take this down. The game offers full employment to all men of all nations, except lazy little men in green pants and bowler hats with holes in them. Thou shalt not sloth, Cocky, etc., etc.
You lose the job, Cocky.
Exactly.
Sir, 2, Cocky, nothing.
God knows I'm not perfect.
God knows I'm not perfect.
No, I'm not perfect.
Oh, you're not perfect.
Oh, but by the unswerving loyalty of Benedict Arnold, I do believe in forgiving a friend, Cocky. I mean, take that unfortunate business venture of yours just now. I didn't look to find any profit in it for money. 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 It means nothing to me.
That's very kind of you, sir.
Oh, not at all, Cocky. You may have lost your job, but you haven't lost my friendship.
I don't know which is worse, sir.
Oh, come now, I think you do. After all, where would you be without me? Cocky, just tell me, where would you be? Look at yourself, you are so dreary. Oh, dreary, oh me. How could you cope without my friendship and my kindly old face? Don't you know money can't buy friendship? It's so hard to replace. Money, where would you be without my courage? I am as fearless as 3. Faithful if you should flag, strong if you start to sag. Cocky, you've got to agree. Tell me, frankly, where would you be without me?
I don't know, sir. The trouble with you, sir, is that you're too good to me. I don't deserve the way you treat
Come
me.
now, Cocky.
No, really, sir. Where would I be without you, Governor? God only knows where I'd be. Look at my life, it has no magic.
It's tragic to see.
I mean, I couldn't live without your friendship and your expert advice. Yours is a lasting and sure friendship, and what's more, you're so nice.
Aren't I?
Where would I be without your goodness, helping to carry me through? Life's full of hypocrites, bandits, and counterfeits.
I'm the exception, it's true.
Heaven, help me, where would I
to refind.
Thank you. How many people have your kindness?
Possibly just one or two.
Others just pass me by, whether I live or die, they wouldn't care.
But I do.
Tell me, frankly, where would I be without?
Where would you be without? Where would you be without me?
Where would I be without you?
Got the style, you got your class without me on your.
Ask yourself, where would I
You
be?
can scarcely read or write the spell. For my part, you can go
Well,
to
sir, I try to do my best.
cockiest, useless S. Know what that means, you pest?
No,
Ha! See, frankly, where would you be?
I'd be up a tree.
And what would you do?
I'd throw things at you.
You're up a tree without.
Can't picture me without.
Where would you be without me?
Y-O-U spell.
Me! Hard work never hurt anyone, cocky. It's by the work that one knows the worksman. Work a little, play a little. It's all in a day's work. And when you do work, work like a Turk. Right, cocky, your move.
I'm tired, sir. I don't want to play anymore.
Now, cocky, we've been through this before. Now you are going to play the game, and you are going to enjoy it.
No, I am not.
Now repeat after me. Play up, and play the game.
Sir.
Play up,
Fed up.
play up,
Shut up.
and play the game.
Stick the game.
I can't believe this is you talking, cocky.
Well, it's me talking, all right.
Do you mean to say that a man of your stature lacks the guts to see the game through to the end?
Something like that. Yes, sir.
I know you better than that, cocky. God knows I'm not perfect, but there are two things I do know about. Horses and men. And I know a thoroughbred when I see one. And you're a stayer, cocky, a prince among horses. Flattery is the key that opens any door. Look at that noble head. What does it remind you of? Napoleon before Waterloo? Harold before Hastings? Richard III before I go any further? And that jaw? No, that's not a jaw, that's the prow of a ship. And that nose? Well, that's 500 years of breeding goes into a nose like that. And that mouth? Proud, defiant, laughing at adversity, but sure of its destiny. And finally, those eyes. No, don't look at us. A cat may look at a queen, but dare miserable mortals such as we look upon the regal gaze of the king. Look at that face. Just look at it. Look at that fabulous face of yours. I knew, first look, I took at it. This is the face that the world adores. Look at those eyes, as wise and as deep as the sea. Look at that nose, it shows what a nose should be. As for your smile, it's lyrical, friendly, and warm as a summer's day. That face is just a miracle. Where could I ever find words to say the way that it makes me happy? Whatever the time or place, I'll find in no book. When I first took a look at that face.
Look at that face. Just look at it. Look at that funny old face of yours. I knew for first look I took at it. You've got a face like a kitchen doors. Look at those eyes, as close as the closest of friends. Look at that nose, it starts where a good nose ends. As for your smile, spectacular, one grin would frighten the birds away. You've got a face like Dracula, and I mean that in the nicest way. To say that there's no one like you would not overstate the case. No wonder I shook when we first took a look at that face.
Sir.
On behalf of our humble subjects, your majesty, may we humbly welcome you to our humble game. And may I humbly inquire, is that a move?
Did we address you? Then you will kindly not presume to address us until you have been addressed to.
Okay, your madge.
It's anti-protocol for openers, it's least majesty for seconds, and for dessert you can earn yourself a royal kick in the rear. Which reminds us, it's time to eat.
Your Majesty.
Now, what could we possibly fancy for the royal dinner? To start out, we will have turtle soup served in a golden bowl, and I want none of your muck. I want to see actual turtles swimming about. Followed by pig's head with an apple stuffed in its mouth on toast, rounded off with, let's see, I got it, duck. That's more like it, a little bit more respect from the hoi polloi.
Would you like some wine, Your Grace?
Wine? Of course wine. Who ever heard of a king having a dinner without wine? A large demi-tasse of wine for our majesty. Yes, an amusing little vintage. Put a bucket of that on ice.
Oh, with all due respect, your majesty, a red wine is never chilled.
In that case, open all the windows and let me know when the dining hall is at wine temperature. Now, what else could we possibly fancy?
If a cat can look at a queen, your majesty, think what a king could do. Now listen, child. When a player holds all the aces, he doesn't hesitate to discard the king. Spread the word among the people now.
We wish you to dine with us.
You stay right where you are.
It is our royal pleasure. It seems to me that all of our royal notice has been taken of us. Now, what does this face remind you of? Napoleon before Josephine?
No, I should say Napoleon after Josephine. With all the bootlicking humility, your majesty, I do believe the royal foot's over the line.
Play the game for love. King of hearts, go forward 4.
The king is only a knave. Go back 2.
Tired of playing solo, go forward 1.
The joker's wild. Go back 2.
You bet the joker's wild, go forward 2.
You're 2 and up 1.
You're 1 and up 2.
You're 2 and up 2.
You're 2 and up you.
It appears, your majesty, we have reached a stalemate. Go back to the start.
Don't call us mate, mate. My country, 'tis of the sweet land of liberty, of the I sing. All together now, land where my father died. Why ain't you kneeling before us? Take these kids to the tower.
We ain't going to no tower.
You'll go where we send you.
Oh, cocky, cocky. Your majesty.
You finished with me, sir?
Oh, what a charmingly naive remark. You know, cocky, pride is an unforgivable sin. Now take this down. At no time shall a player who takes pride in playing the game show pride while playing the game. Thou shalt not pride, etc., etc. In other words,
You lose the girl, Cocky.
exactly.
Sir 3, cocky nothing.
God knows I may not have your looks, cocky, but where women are concerned, all you need is money, breeding, and a kindly nature. I've got money, I've got breeding. 2 out of 3 isn't so bad. This way, my dear. Oh, come now, don't be frightened. My first love song. This is my first love song. Semper infidelis per ardua ad nausum. Do you know what that means, Cocky?
No, sir, but I got a rough idea.
Most of your ideas are. Right, sir? Your move.
Oh, yes, sir. Which move would you prefer, sir? How about the one where I stroll about the board trying to catch a square meal? Or how about that really funny one where I nearly knock myself out learning the boxing game? Or how about that really funny one where I play the king and you trump the queen? I don't mind which move it is, sir, just so long as it keeps the game going and you're enjoying yourself.
To the game.
By the way, this is a move. Nothing to lose but the game. Go forward, 47.
Oh, come now, Cocky, you're being silly.
Don't give a tinker's cuss. Go forward, 99.
Come on, Cocky, where's your sense of humor?
Up in Mabel's room, go forward, 187.
You're behaving like a dirty little sneak. You know I wasn't ready.
Oh, let me know when you are ready, sir.
Right! That does it! I don't often lose my temper, Cocky, but when I do... That'll teach Cocky a lesson I'll never forget.
What will? What will?
You know, my cousin Harry was a terrific gin drinker. The doctor told him to cut down, put him on Vermouth. Went back a month later, doctor tested his water. Harry said, "Well, doctor, what do you think?" The doctor said, "Well, with a little slice of lemon peel, that'd make a wonderful martini." Did I ever tell you that story, Cocky? Well, it's true. Absolutely true. Every word, a true story.
I had a cousin once. Drank like a fish. 15 pints of ale a night. Broke his wife's heart. But he didn't care. He wasn't even going to go to her funeral till the parson said, "Who's going to follow the beer?" Did I ever tell you that story, sir? Well, it's a pack of lies from start to finish, not a word of truth in it.
There's someone to see you here, Cocky. God knows I'm not perfect, but by the salacious flesh pots of the Virgin Islands, or is it the salacious virgins of the flesh pot islands? Either way, I'm never short of a bit of frippet. Tell the gentleman what a nice time we had, my dear. You see, she's absolutely lost for words.
Oh,
I don't understand you, Cocky. I mean, after all she's been unfaithful to you, should know. I was there.
you evil bastard!
That's a beautiful move.
Play the game for...
Revenge, Cocky?
Yes, sir. Play the game for revenge.
Stop! Call the police! Go to jail! Go directly to jail! Do not pass go! Stand by to abandon ship! Fat men and children first!
With all due respect, sir.
He's killed him. Oh my God. He's killed him.
Cocky, what have you done? What have you done? I'll tell you what you've done. In your blind hatred for me, you've killed my brother Bertie on my mother's side. I was always on my father's side. I couldn't stand my mother, wasn't too keen on Bertie either. He was a queer character. But if there's one thing that never fails to upset me, is when a close friend does my brother in.
Shall I call the police, sir?
No, no, God, no, don't let's drag him through the courts. I'll stand by your side, of course. Come here. What am I to do, Cocky? It's a terrible decision for a man to make. Here I am, torn between my long-standing affection for you and my duty to the community. I'm afraid there's nothing for it. I can't do it, Cocky. History may censor me, but I cannot betray a friend. Now take this down. It is jolly unsporting for a player who disagrees with the referee, or the rules, who disagrees with the rules to assassinate the referee. It shows lack of breeding, and in due course, lack of referees. Thou shalt not anger, cocky, etc., etc.
Your funeral awaits, sir.
Good night, sweet Bertie, and thingamies, sing to thy what's it? Take up thy body, such as this becomes the field, but here, cocky, shows much amiss.
Sir for cocky nothing. That's all you'll ever be, cocky. Nothing.
Wish upon a wishbone, pick a four-leaf clover, rub a rabbit's foot, and throw a horseshoe over.
Who can I turn to when nobody needs me? My heart wants to know, and so I must go where destiny leads me. With no star to guide me, and no one beside me, I'll go on my way, and after the day, the darkness will hide me. Maybe tomorrow I'll find what I'm after. I'll throw off my sorrow, beg, steal, or borrow my share of laughter. With you I could learn to with you on a new day. But who can I turn to if you turn away?
That's cute.
So now old Purdy's dead, and his requiem's been sung. We must admit we're bloody glad to be alive and young. Alive and young. Soft as a tulip's tongue, clear as the gleam of a mountain stream. That's what it is to be young. Warm as a summer sunrise, sweet as an evening breeze, pure as the notes from a songbird's throat, rich as the green of the trees, strong as the bite of a frosty night, bold as a green grass band, keen as a bean or a young sardine, not very keen to be canned, bright as a newborn bluebell, new as a song unsung, live as a lamb who's the big I am, as soon as spring has sprung, free as the breeze on the seven seas. That's what it is to be young.
Strong as the bite of a frosty
Bertie, Bertie.
What was that, sir?
I said, if you're going to show bravery in the face of adversity, you might as well make a meal of it. Oh, thank you, Cocky. No more tears, I promise. Off with the crepe of mourning and on with the motley of life. We've buried our dead, but the rest of us must go on living. After all, who are we to question the designs of the great architect? God bless him.
I think you've been very understanding about what happened, sir. I don't know how I can ever thank you.
Oh, pshaw, we'll think of something.
I mean, you've always behaved like an officer and a gentleman, sir, and in that order too, sir, if I may say so, sir. With all due respect, sir, grovel, grovel, grovel.
You're too kind, Cocky, and very observant.
But not only that, sir, look at the way you played this game, for instance. I've noticed the way you, every time, you always manage to... It's quite remarkable, sir.
Much too kind, deeply moved, lost for words.
I think you're a real good sport, sir.
Oh, Cocky.
You're such a good sport, sir. God knows I'm not perfect, and I'm a small enough man to have to admit it.
And I'm delighted to hear it, Cocky. And it's your move.
With all due respect, sir, and I mean this in a most respectful way, I've got a lot of respect for you, sir. Grovel, grovel.
Thank you, Cocky. And it's your move.
I mean, I might not have a quarter of the breeding that went into your nose, but if I could just be half the man you are, sir, I'd be 3/4 on the way to being satisfied.
Now, Cocky, you're exaggerating. I mean, if a man can't forgive a friend for the brutal murder of a close relative, I don't know what the game is coming to. And it's your move.
What a wonderful fellow. What a prince. What a saint. What a man. What a man. You are more like a god than a man. What a prize. What a pearl. What a wonderful capture for some lucky girl. That finesse. That physique. Make a rare combination you don't see each day of the week. It's so chic, entre nous, to be friends with a fabulous man like
What a man he is.
Thank you, Cocky. I hardly know what to say, except it's your move.
What a man, what a man, like a statue of Mars with a tan. You've got brains, you've got brawn, you were blessed by the gods from the day you were born. So polite. Such panache, such a style of your own. It's no wonder you cut such a dash. Never brash, always so. You're by far the most marvelous man I know.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Rah, 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 as you work, use your head and vote for sir.
What this country needs today is a man who can achieve the feat of putting the nation on its back. Or rather, back on its feet.
Hooray!
A man who would deny his country nothing to help himself. Or rather, deny himself everything to help his country do nothing.
Hooray!
A man, above all, who believes as I do in me.
Hooray!
Like a rare ruby ring, so distinctive that if he was naked, you'd say he's a king.
He's a king, beyond war. Without doubt the most outstanding, downright and outstanding, forward and high-standing man.
And to me, he's a lamb.
What a simply incredible, awesome, incredible, practically edible man he is.
Who, me?
What a man!
Yes, you.
What a man!
It's true.
What a man!
I am.
What a man he is! Oh, what a man!
Now! out, sir. It's one of them.
Hey, what's all this?
Actually, old boy, my friend and I here are in the middle of a game, but you're more than welcome to watch. That is, as long as it doesn't put my colleague off his game.
No. That's all right. I don't mind as long as you don't mind.
Mind? Of course I don't mind. That is, as long as you don't mind just watching.
No, I don't mind as long as you don't mind.
Of course we don't mind. That's it, sir. You keep him talking and I'll hit him with the shovel.
Cocky, what an appalling thing to say. This,
Feller.
Exactly. Fellow here is our guest.
Oh.
Glad to have you aboard, old boy. Treat the place as your own. God knows no one can say I'm a hypocrite. 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 When it comes to choosing our friends, Cocky, make our visitor welcome.
Delighted to make your acquaintance. Aren't we, old boy?
Old boy.
I had a cousin once. Went to Africa. Finished up as a missionary. They sent him into the jungles to try to convert the cannibals. 2 weeks later, the cannibals sent a message back saying the Bibles were tough, but my cousin was delicious.
No.
I wonder if you knew him.
I'm afraid not. It's been some time since we've had people for dinner.
My dear Cocky, why don't you and our friend here play a little game? I'd play you myself, old boy, but I've recently buried a close relative. Dreadful business. They're still hunting for the assassin.
Don't excite yourself, sir. You just sit there, relax. Come on, then.
Just a moment, old boy. My dear Cocky, why don't you play from this side? You appreciate that by playing from this side, my friend here forfeits the considerable advantage of making the first move. Don't you, Cocky?
Do I need an advantage?
I insist, old boy. After all, you sort of are new to the game, aren't you? By the beards of Barnum and Bailey, it's great to be back at the game, sir. Good firm ground, wonderful light, and the game's already sewed up for me. What more could I want, sir?
What more indeed, Cocky?
Right then. Now, old boy, the important thing to remember is that it's not about playing the game that matters, it's winning.
Other way around, Cocky.
The important thing to remember is that...
Oh, never mind. Off you go, old boy.
He's moved. That's a move. He's moved. What are you doing?
Did I do something wrong?
You can't just stroll around the board like that to please yourself. You have to state what you want and then play for it.
But I just want to play.
Then play according to the rules. But we can't just throw tradition out the window, stock, block, and tackle. Go back to the start.
Sorry. Okay, then. Ready to play the game. Go forward.
Stay back till I tell you to go forward.
But I...
Don't you take that tone with me.
Tone?
Listen, you can argue till you're black in the face. Nothing personal.
But...
Don't you threaten me? Listen, some of my best friends are foreigners, and I ain't got nothing against them. It ain't their fault, it ain't your fault, and it certainly ain't my fault. And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, all these terrible stories I read about you lot don't matter. 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 And the sooner you can stop mooching off society, the sooner you can... you know what I mean. Go back to the start.
Well played, old boy. Wonderful natural rhythm you boys have.
Yeah, who could ask for anything more?
Wasn't bad for a first go. One of two nasty habits. My game, I think, sir.
Wait a minute. It seems like when I do something wrong, it's bad habit, but when you do it, it's a rule.
Well, that's all part of the game, old boy. It's the same thing as if I do something wrong, it's a bad habit, but if he does it, it's a rule.
Nothing's gonna stop me from going forward.
Stop! I say, haven't we met before?
I don't know. You all look alike to me.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, we'll pick bones later. Do forgive us, old boy. My colleague here has just retired hurt.
I'm not hurt. I'm hurt.
I shall have the pleasure of playing you myself. New rule. Unseated players must at all times stand on one leg, keep the fingers in their ears, and their eyes and mouth closed shut.
Sir, listen to me.
No, stop it. You listen to me. You screwed up the last game. Now it's my turn.
But sir,
Don't argue.
But sir, he's going toward the
Nonsense
middle.
is impossible with a man on one leg with his fingers in his ears and his eyes closed to get to the middle.
The middle!
Bird flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean. Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done. That's what I mean. And this whole world is a new world and a bold world for me. Stars, when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Freedom is mine. I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Feeling good.
By the sacred brothels of Marrakesh, cocky, I'm as broad-minded as the next man, but I'll be damned if I play with one of them. That boy's got as much regard for the game as a fly in the air. God knows I'm not perfect, but what chance do you stand with a fellow who makes up the rules as he goes along? Damn it, that's cheating! I'm glad you agree with me, cocky. I mean, we've got a very fine game here, and don't you forget it. And why is it a fine game? Because I've made it a fine game. I've never lost faith in it, just as you've never lost faith in me. Have you, cocky? Those people envy us in this game. And you know what envy does to a man? It makes him think that he can just come waltzing over here and take over the game. Well, you can't. Envy is an unforgivable sin, sir, and a green-eyed monster, sir, and you lose the move, sir. Now let's forget the whole unpleasant episode, shall we? Right, cocky, your move.
Give us your cigar butt.
It's not a butt, and I haven't finished with it yet.
I want it now.
There's nothing in the book or in the rules that say you can have a cigar.
And there's nothing in the rules that says I can't.
Ha!
And if I don't get it, I don't play.
I hate to dwell on a delicate matter, Cocky, but there is a dead body that says you will play.
All right, go on, turn me in. Go on, blow your whistle, call the police, but who are you gonna have to play with then, huh? Who else is gonna let you push him around, make an idiot out of him, treat him like dirt? Who? Who else? My stars and bears. When I think of all the times and the things I've had to, and the things you've put it in the book, indeed. I got a much better place where you can put it.
Cocky! I can't do it.
I'll do it for you then. Help, murder police!
Cocky, hold your tongue!
Give me that cigar butt then. Leave it alone! It's mine.
Not before you play for it, Cocky. That's a move.
You bet your brother Bertie's boots it's a move.
Stop! New rule. Go back 2. Go back 4. Go back 10. You say something.
Women drinking money.
No, that's no good. Blow your trumpet.
Sir 4, Cocky 1.
I don't believe it. Pinch me to see if I am awake. I can't believe it. Wake me and say there's been a mistake. No, don't. I'd sooner sleep on in case that is until this dream has gone. No, this is no dream, my friend. This, it would seem, is where my troubles end. Stand well back, I'm coming through. Nothing can stop me now. Watch out, world, I'm warning you. Nothing can stop me now. Now I know that there is a promised land. I'm gonna find it, and how? Hope is high, and I'm gonna cling to it. Tie every string to it, give everything to it. I'll make all my dreams come true before my final bow. How I'll do it, who can say? But I know I will someday. Watch out, world, I'm on my way. Nothing can stop me now. I shall find success today. Nothing can stop me now. Yesterday was yesterday. Nothing can stop me now. Now I know the future is mine to have. I'm hereby making a vow. From now on, I'm gonna begin again. Stick out my chin again. Go in and win again. Get to you, God, you skies of gray. Farewell, you furrowed brow. Now my future's crystal clear. No more woe for me to fear. I'm gonna stand this world upon its ear, and I'll succeed somehow. I'd walk a million miles for those who smiles. Nothing can stop me now. Nothing can stop me now. Wow!
May I be the first to congratulate you, Cocky. You're playing like a real champion. Your move, champ. Lesson 10. If you want to get rid of a troublesome flea, drop an elephant on it.
But I haven't got an elephant.
Well, go get one.
Whispering.
Sorry. Your move, champ.
Wait a minute. What do you take me for? It's your move and you know it. And while we're at it, as winner of the last game, I want one of two things put in the book, which you, as loser, will have to write down.
Naturally, of course, but later on.
Police!
No! Time like the present.
You'll find the pencil in the binding. Oh, and while we're at it, I'll have the whistle. Temper. Right, now, take this down. In future, posh upper-class players will stop pushing around other poor bullied players about. Penalty failing to do so, cockiest victorious est. That's Latin. Know what that means?
I lose the move.
You bet your braces. Furthermore, appertaining to the aforesaid move, shall I ask my high and mighty upper-class opponent for a cigar, there will henceforth be no beating about the bush. He will give me one, and no buts. In failing to do so, hello.
Dear lady, oh fair lady, sweet, lovely vision of beauty, what happy chance brought you to our humble game?
The kid here said if I put on all these clothes, you'd pay me.
Compliments. Oh, yes, of course we'll pay you compliments. I mean, who could gaze upon the countenance of Venus without being stricken to his very soul? I don't know who you are, dear lady.
I came with the kid.
Oh, but whoever you are, you've stolen my heart. Sweet nymph, are you a manna from heaven?
No, I'm from Manny's Gymnasium.
Oh, what a beauty. What a towering beauty. What an eyeful of towering beauty. Mad with desire. Go forward 3, dear lady.
Hold on. I haven't finished dictating the rules yet. Go back to the start.
A love like ours knows no rules. Go forward 6, dear lady.
Foul! May I remind a certain money-bloated party that it is up to me to decide what we play for? Right, now, stand on one leg and hop on back to the start. Go on, hop off. Though I must confess, dear lady, for once in my opponent's drink-sodden life, he has shown such an uncommon good taste that, as far as I'm concerned, the status can remain quo. Definitely.
Oh, paragon of beauty.
Hold on! I only agree on the condition that I get the first go. I mean move.
Oh, but Cocky.
Or else I won't play.
You drive a very hard bargain, Cocky.
Play the game for...
That's a move, and a fine one if I do say so myself. Ah, Cocky, not all that tempts your wandering eyes and heedless heart is lawful prize, nor that glisters gold, Cocky. They're off. When I think of the era in which I was raised, and I see how the world has gone to waste, I confess that I'm constantly shocked and amazed at man's singular lack of good taste. For taste is like justice. We live by her laws. It's so easy to tell right from wrong. Most people don't bother. Most people are whores. And the few boys who do, don't for long. There are so many things to remember from the deeply revered days of old, when living was gentle and gracious, and working folk did as they're told. They were wonderful days, I remember, when a fella could live like a king, and children were working in coal mines. And life was a beautiful thing. But the fortunes of mankind are changing, and things aren't what they were anymore. And one, although I'm in no way complaining, by Harris and Tweed, I preferred it before. Ah, but why speak of May in November, when December is all that you get? Man lives with a lingering ember, and while there are beautiful things to remember, the ugly things one should forget. Yes, that's what I wanted, wasn't it?
Sir 5, Cocky 1.
God knows I'm not perfect, Cocky, but if there's one thing that never fails to disgust me is not only a man who fancies himself as a ladies' man, but a man who fancies a lady who's actually a man. Thou shalt not lust, Cocky, etc., etc. Cocky? Cocky, I'm shouting at you! Don't pull yourself together, man. Who was that lady I saw you with just now?
That was no lady. That was another one of your jolly jokes. You're full of fun and games, aren't you?
Oh, come now, Cocky. Where's your sense of humor?
Oh, I haven't lost my sense of humor. May have lost a few teeth, but I haven't lost my sense of humor. I can see the whole funny side to this comical episode. It's historical.
It's also your move, Cocky.
Oh, stop it!
I see. Very well. God knows I've tried, Cocky. God knows I've tried, but if all you can offer in return for my years of love and friendship is a coarse reference to the lower digestive tract, you leave me no alternative. Fetch the police.
Fetch them yourself.
Oh, God, not you too.
Yeah, and when they get here, I'll tell them the truth.
You didn't kill nobody, mister. That was just an old straw dummy you strangled.
You're getting holier all of a sudden. It was you who fixed the whole thing.
Yeah, but it was your idea.
You didn't argue about taking money for it?
$1, you call that money?
You'll get a little more money when I get a little more respect.
At that rate, we'll never get paid.
It's good to hear you laughing again, Cocky. And it's your move.
I got something else that'll amuse you. It's a new rule. This rule says all old rules are ruled out. In future, rules can only be made by players whose weight does not exceed 90 pounds. Let's see you laugh that one off, sir.
You forget that I'm in charge of this game, Cocky.
Only because you said so, right? Well, now I'm in charge because I say so, right? And if you don't like it, you can stuff it up your lower digestive tract. From now on, we're going to do things my way. My way, or not at all. We're going to do what I want to do when I say, not when you say, but when I say. And I say that my way is the sure way. My way will work out fine. And if you still prefer to do things your way, then you go your way, and I'll go mine. From now on, we're gonna do things my way.
No, we're not. We're gonna do things my way.
Or not at all.
If you leave it up to you, you're gonna ruin things.
We're gonna do what I want to do when I say.
I say.
Not when you say.
I say.
When I say.
Now let me have my say. I say that my way is the sure way.
We'd be better off to do things my way.
Will work out fine.
If we leave it up to you, we're gonna screw things. If you still prefer to do things your way,
I would.
then you go your way.
Good.
And I'll go mine.
Good.
And I'll go mine.
Good.
And I'll go mine.
Good.
And all from now on, we're gonna see to play at my game.
I'm not.
Then I'll play my game.
So what?
And you play yours.
Ha, and you play yours.
Ha, and you play yours.
Ha, and you play yours.
Ha! This ain't the only game, you know? There are thousands of games springing up all over, and I've got a standing invitation to join them anytime I please.
Come on, mister. Let's go now.
Hold on. Well, what's it gonna be?
It's still your move, Cocky.
Oh, come on.
Huh!
Come back, children. I still have a great deal to teach you.
You've still got a great deal to learn.
Who can I turn to when nobody needs me? My heart wants to know, and so I must go where destiny leads me. With no star to guide me, and no one beside me, I'll go on my way, and after the day, the darkness will hide me. And maybe tomorrow, I'll find what I'm after. I'll throw off my sorrow, beg, steal, or borrow my share of laughter. With you I could learn to, with you on a new day. But who can I turn to if you turn away? Cocky, cocky.
Huh!
I'm glad to see you've come to your senses, Cocky, and it's your move.
The kids and me have been sorting out some of these precious rules of yours, like kicking a man off a ladder, dropping an elephant on a flea, and not only don't they not work, but
God, a triple negative.
that's it. They're negative.
All your
Come
dreams
on,
come true.
get your backside off the chair.
It's
We're
all
going.
tied
Where are we
up in
going?
a rainbow,
Anywhere, away
all
from here.
shiny
We're going
and
to start a new game.
but
A new
it's
game with
not
new hopes and fears and a new feeling of good fellowship and understanding. Remember?
There's absolutely nothing wrong with this game, Cocky. God knows we've had our little ups and downs, but we're none of us perfect. And with a little give and take on your part, we can make the games over there look like a game of hopscotch. Here, have a cigar.
Hurry up before the light goes.
My dear Cocky, we'll never find another game like this. It'll be the end of everything.
Oh, no, it won't. This, my friend, is only the beginning. Such a sweet beginning, too. Now, at last, I see a chance of winning. See a chance of breaking through. Who can say today may live in history as long as there's a history book? Yesterday
would you be without me, Cocky?
Now at last I see a chance of winning. See a chance of breaking.
Where would you be without me?
Who can say today may live in history as long as there's a history?
There are so many things to remember.
Yesterday the world was still a mystery. Today it has a new and different.
On a wonderful day like today.
My friends, let's set the old world spinning. Change is what I reckon.
With all due respect, sir, I'd like to say a word, all three.